in what I imagine is a huge upset, and it went all the way to grands, and Bad had to crawl all the way back. That's a hell of a hell of a story. So let's see how the story is going to end here. On what else would it be? Jules Vale.
I love Smash 4.
I love Smash 4. I love moving platforms.
I love moving platforms. Ultimate, why did you take it away?
Wow.
Still,
the less we save on Ultimate, the better here. This is a rivals tournament.
True. I mean, we were talking about Smash games anyways. May as well try and mention them all.
Yeah, I gotta mention every platform. It's contractually obligated, actually, that we must try to mention every single platform fighter in history at least once a tournament.
That is a true statement.
Framemakers! There's the only time we'll mention Framemakers. Now let's get back to the set.
Going back into the set, and with the nice confirm that unfortunately for him, Brunch was ready with that DI. And Sylvanos, that thick boy, be able just to live that a little bit longer. Throwing himself off stage.
Yeah. Or you know, able to make it back pretty well on the lateral plane. Oh wow! Not only was that a parry read off the jab 1, but he dashed forward in order to get the run back or the rollout. That was very good awareness there from Endbad. And now, even stocks. Getting juggle state here's Brunch.
Yeah, getting really close to the ceiling there. If Sil was able to connect another upper there, that may have been stock.
Yeah, Endbad was doing the smart thing there. IMO. Oh hey, kill move. Endbad doing the smart thing there. When you're in a situation like that, sometimes you just gotta take the damage. It's like taking the throw in Street Fighter. Like, you know, if you try to not get hit by the move, you could end up in a worse position. So it's just good to let Brunch get it out of his system and finally get you in a different position, and then you can play from there. But
yeah.
Almost a great confirm there for Brunch, but not able to make the up air there and get the kill. Get parried.
Nice little bit of percent on the board.
Oh. Luckily, like you said, Sylvanos big thickie. Now we're at a... okay. We got a nice percent here for Brunch. We're going to see if we can make a bit of a comeback here, or is...
Dash attack is going to get punished there, and that may be aware of his habits now. Like you mentioned, he really likes going for a dash attacks. I mentioned he really likes going for down airs.
Yeah,
and that might be able to start calling those out.
In the really bad DI there on the charged up smash, I feel like that would have been an easy live from Brunch, but DIing just a little bit up there, not getting that full drift DI out, and it's able to die at a obscenely early percent for Sylvanos on mid stage. Going right into game 2 here, back in Jules Vale. Yeah, no need to change the stage. IMO, I think that was just a bit of an unforced error there from Brunch. That parry punish into the kill. So
versus a character like Ori, it really is just going to come down to trying to use those disjoints to stuff them out.
And here we're seeing Brunch trying to pull out the biggest disjoint, but the moving platform. We love moving platforms. Working in Endbad's favor. All right. Ooh,
good sign coverage.
Great reaction there, and great parry punish. Great parry. One thing I've noticed that Endbad has been doing is a lot of throwing that that side B downwards with bash in order to bounce it against the stage and keep it at an active hitbox for a long time. And for a lot of the other sets that he's been in, we haven't really been seeing a lot of it work. That's the first time we saw it work basically almost the entire tournament, I believe. So
it worked in some of the games versus Ripley.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Because Ripley wasn't armoring them. That's correct. You're right.
But once he did start armoring them, it did kind of bite him a little bit. But first time versus Brunch, it's working out.
Yep, it's working out. I mean, who would have thunk it? You know, Brunch has no way to just armor through half your moveset until 120%.
True.
All right.
But also,
go ahead.
I want to compliment Endbad's sign usage. He's done a phenomenal job of keeping it in positions where he knows his opponent is going to be, and then forces them into an awkward situation where he's able to get a punish off of it.
Ooh, great scoop. Yeah, throughout the entire tournament, he's been doing that. And I feel like I've mentioned it time and time again so far in this com block is NVAD is really good at just kind of staying still and let Sign really move how you want it to. Sometimes you just gotta stand there and let your opponent do what they're doing. Also, I love getting the jab 3 there and still. Ooh, wow, great counter to the jab check there on the panic. That's something that I feel like some players should learn is, a lot of the times when you're, oop, and that's going to be it. Yeah, when a lot of players, especially at the mid level, you get hit with like a jab, and you start panicking. You want to tech, you want to roll, you want to get out, and that's what opponents are really looking for. And we saw Brunch recognize that, react to that, and swing back.
Yeah, once again, we are going to Julesville. Brunch determined to make it work.
Yep. Brunch just likes this stage too much.
I know it's your comfort stage, and I understand that because it is kind of like a smaller stage with average milestone that can help you out, but clearly you are, at this point, you are not making the adaptations. I don't know if having just the comfort pick is worth it.
Well, hey, so far it's been going pretty good for Brunch. Almost completely playing a perfect stock there, but is able to get landing parried off NVAD, and NVAD's able to get himself on the board percent-wise.
Yeah, but also it's like kind of a bit of repeat. Last game we saw Brunch coming out swinging. Unfortunately, NVAD just able to make the clap back. Brunch doing a good job of actually taking the first stock this time.
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed that Brunch has been trying to go for those big highlight reel stock enders, and it's just hasn't been working out. Sometimes you really just gotta grind the character down and take stocks the respectful way,
Yeah.
A working man's lead, if you will.
The blue collar lead.
Yeah. The blue collar advantage state.
Oh, the ball will beat him in the butt. Now Brunch is gonna get a nice little punish off of this.
Yeah. Well, not as much as he might have wanted, because he's able to bash that seedling. Ooh, great tomahawk.
Bear finally gonna take that stock. It is a kill move.
Yep. It is a kill move indeed. Ooh, wow. I hate or dash attack. Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness. It is just such a good move. Oh, Brunch saved him there.
Yeah, that's rough.
He burned his wall jump up strong still. Let NVAD manage to recover and hang on to the stock for just that little bit longer.
He gets the wrong DI on the seedling there. I feel like if he got the correct seedling DI there, he would have gotten the kill. But it doesn't matter. He's able to get the upper, get the kill anyway. Tries the jab sign. That's not how that works.
I used to go for another bash confirm there. Unfortunately, Brunch was just a little bit out of reach.
Big juicy punish here, however. Up tilt, up air for a nice bit of percent and an advantage state into the back air up angled. One thing I've been really seeing a lot of players do versus Sylvanos. Wow, great call out. Is when you're playing in Sylvanos, once you get to that 80% range, you can just DI out on down air. You can't do anything. Like, he literally can't hit you with anything after you DI out on down air. And I've been seeing, ooh, great pin. A lot of players DI it incorrectly. Just holding straight aim, getting sitting straight up right into the welcoming arms of Sylvanos up air.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
We've got a game 4 here, no longer on Julesville, at least for this potential set. Potential only? We'll have to see that. No more Julesville.
No more Julesville. No more Julesville. Until the bracket reset.
No. We are here at Merchant Port right now, and Brunch again coming out swinging, getting a good edge guard right now.
Yeah, that's something that we've really been seeing Brunch do for most of these games, to start out really nice and strong. Ooh, bad DI is able to get Brunch the first stock here, and like we said, Brunch was able to get an early lead on every single game, but the first 2 games not able to take the first stock, and it ended up paying him in the ass. It ended up biting him in the butt later. But now, just like last game, taking the first stock, but NVAD firing back nice and quickly.
Very volatile start to the game here. Whereas Edbad is doing a good job of pushing his advantage on the second stock, but Brunch manages to slip when he drops the string, and now they're back at neutral.
Trying to do some set play in between his advantage state. I can respect it. But you know, like I said, you got to do a blue collar advantage state sometimes. The set play might not work out for you.
With Ori, your set play is he's mostly coming down to positioning, but we are going to see the bastion from Skadoosh.
And speaking of positioning, Brunch putting himself in a bad position here. Only one game away is NBAD from getting the bracket reset, and bracket reset is a very, very important thing.
And there it is, bracket reset.
There it is. Yeah, the bracket reset is where the real set begins, because players have a tendency when they get bracket reset to just blow out. They just don't play as well anymore after they get the bracket reset on them, and it's going to be a really big test of Brunch's fortitude to see what he does after NBAD taking the first set of 2 that he needs to take.
Yeah, the mental stack is so working against the person who was in winner's favor.
Yeah,
as we go into this game 1 on Julesville, because like you had the opportunity to end it right there, but you just weren't able to. So you're feeling a little demoralized, but your opponent is coming in with all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, it's like with that momentum for resetting the bracket, and it's not uncommon for it to happen, but it's much less common for the player who have resetted the bracket to be the one coming in gassed. Not starting off really well here for Brunch. Getting that SD early. Alright, into the edge guard. Great double seed.
Oh, but Brunch showing that fortitude despite the SD.
Yeah,
not letting them hold that down.
Yeah, that's another example of like happened with McKib earlier on in the night, where you throw out that up smash. That up smash is deceivingly hard to parry. That's the thing about moves in Rivals, is just because they're slow doesn't mean they're easy to parry.
Yeah, especially on line like this.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is that NBAD did in fact parry there. He just mistimed it. It's not like he didn't parry it at all.
May have been used to the offline timing, but
that's a good point. Yeah,
that 1 to 2 frames of delay does make a difference. I know we're in rollback, but it's still in Rivals. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Still, oh my goodness.
Yeah, bit of a cursed game so far here in this bracket reset. And now it's both good players' game here, nice and even. However, we've seen that when Brunch is not able to take that first stock, ends up getting grinded out by NBAD. So we're going to see if we can perhaps in this bracket reset, it's a brand new set. You don't gotta worry about the bracket reset. You know, it didn't happen, and in fact did not happen. You're taking that game 1, and Brunch is answering right back after getting trounced in the first set, almost 3-1, is answering back with an early lead in game 1. Set.
And this time, NBAD choosing to run it back to Julesville.
Interesting.
Honestly, considering how dominant he played in the first set on this stage, I totally understand it.
Yeah, we could be seeing opposite effect on this set as we did in the last, but we'll just have to wait and see. One thing I've been noticing from Brunch is that a lot of players have, I'm not sure if due to his poor placement or players dealing with it correctly, but not really getting a lot out of chomp confirms. Only going for that side B not as often as you would expect, but is able to get that pin, almost get that kill from the side B, or back air.
Now that you mention it, he really does kind of only go for it on the recovery, and then tries to push the advantage state when he manages to get the reversal.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just not in his playstyle.
Yeah, every single time we've seen him go for it outside. Oh no!
That's huge.
He's done that twice now. That's so sad. But you know what? The last time he did it, he won the game anyway. So.
But it's different when you're at even versus when you're at a stock lead.
Yeah, you're true that. All right. Advantage state here from Brunch. See what he can do with it. I've noticed something I've really noticed in Brunch's advantage state here is every single time he goes for that up air, he goes for the ceiling a lot at those mid percents. And NBAD, every single time, I believe, has countered with bash on seed lane. It's happened at least 3 times now, if I recall correctly.
Well, I tried to go for it there, like you just mentioned, but unfortunately, seed was out of range. And Brunch manages to take second stock with the back air.
Yeah, that's placement of Brunch's back airs have been very, very good so far. He's been positioning them right in the middle of the plat, and that's, you know, when players are running in and out on that plat, you know, trying to camp that platform, trying to get away from your grounded options, you can run right into that back air. Oof.
Bit of a rough spot for NBAD right now. Fortunately, whiffing that up strong.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
Seeing Brunch go for a little more of these backers now, trying to get this kill.
Yep. And that's eventually able to get the kill with the Kamehameha off the roll read. Not even a roll read, excuse me, option coverage. But again, Brunch using that back air to almost get the stock, but not able to get the tipper.
Good patience from NBAD there. Unfortunately, it didn't matter as Brunch had all of his options covered and managed to get that little pillar combo into the up air.
Yeah, and you were seeing something mighty interesting here. Now it's NBAD who's, after taking that taking the first set, is now down 2 games and has to make a Herculean comeback.
Yeah. That is quite the mental stat against him.
Yeah. I mean, of course, NBAD, we have to remember here, even when I said earlier how it's more common for players on the winner side to start to gas out after the bracket reset. The thing about NBAD is that NBAD won in round 1, if I recall correctly.
Brunch.
By Brunch.
Yep, Brunch and sent him to losers. He's coming through a run of Elkies, Mutton, Ripley, and Kib. That is quite the run.
Yeah, that's a hell of a run here. And, you know, normally in situations like these, it usually ends up being the 2 players in winners finals meeting in grands. But when you played that many games, I could definitely understand starting to get a little bit tired. In Brunch being fresher, especially after, you know, probably waking up after getting that first bracket reset and really sitting and thinking, what am I going to do to win this tournament?
Yeah, the mental is just so important right now.
Yup.
Brunch is showing that fortitude, like we mentioned earlier, but still like being up 2-0 and on the verge of denying the double reset.
Yeah, getting 2 wins on NBAD, even on like a tournament that I believe doesn't count for rankings, is a really, really good boost to your confidence. All right. Being tired, I feel like we're both starting to get a little bit tired too. It's been a hell of a night so far.
Yeah, these sets have been very intense, and right now, Brunch was holding on to that first stock for so long.
Yeah, and now we're seeing Ori at 200%. Not something you see every day, but it doesn't last for long. Brunch now is 1 stock away from taking the tournament. All right, dash attack, classic Brunch punish.
Getting that dash attack on the board into the F. Unfortunately, whiffs the seed out of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If that seed hit, Brunch could have ran off and down aired, and that would have been a set.
Yeah.
I thought we were about to see the end of that set right there. A nice white collar advantage state. Wow, okay. Rare chomp from Brunch, and he's able to hit the advantage state, but gets counter hit by NBAD. But good looks so far. Seeing Brunch starting to pull out bigger tricks, but now it's the last potential tournament stock.
Potential tournament stock for NBAD here, holding on at 70%. He's approaching that kill range, and he's approaching it a bit quick. Must be feeling tired right now. Brunch's getting these fares.
Finally DIing out correctly on that third fair, third time's a charm. Now we're going to see him come back. Oh,
unfortunate SD.
Hate to see it go like that, but you know, we take those. I think he accidentally he accidentally like turned on sign when he didn't want to.
Yeah.
And got his inputs all funked up, and that leads Brunch to take the whole bracket.
Congrats to the Brunk House. We had 7 games on 2 stages there.
Yeah. Oof.
Congrats to Brunch for winning. Congrats to NBAD for second.
And I much appreciated every single player who was invited and showed up tonight. Was a great time.
Yeah. And also thank you to CyberHex for having us on.
Yes, the wonderful, lovely, beautiful CyberHex Maniac for running the stream for us.
My partner in crime.
Yeah. And thank you to the lovely, beautiful, and wonderful Enemy for commentating with me tonight.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I got pulled in here at the last second and I get complimented like that. Wow.
Yeah.
That should happen more often, but also I would like to thank the beautiful, lovely, and especially handsome Air for commentating with me.
It was a pleasure, and I would love to do it more often.
I would also like to strictly not thank Indy for running this tournament series and also tournament. Get owned.
I can't believe it. We have all these compliments and then we throw Indy under the bus like that.
Yeah.
And shout out to Envy putting this on all on his